Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Gagide Imo Television. First, the headlines. Compared to Buhari, Tinubu has many positives in 100 days. Obi absent in court as Abure stands in. Gombe is safe, hospitable, Governor Yaya assures core members. I would have fired Wike from PDP if I had power, Momodu. DSS arrests Nasarawa officials, traders for diverting palliatives. And on sport, Amusho, Nathaniel qualified for Olympics. Now the news in detail. Founder of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, and former presidential candidate, Chief Chikwes Okorie, has urged Nigerians to be patient with Bola Tinubu as he tackles the problems of the country. Assessing the performance of the president so far, Okorie said there are many positives that can be credited to President Tinubu in his first 100 days in office relative to his predecessor Muhammad Buhari, who was even nicknamed Baba Go-Slow as a result of his lethargic tendencies and indecisiveness on matters of national urgency. Most of the President Tinubu's bold initiative will mature into fruition and impact positively on the majority of the people over time. His ministers, who have recently been sworn into office, have been equipped with the President's 8-point template for rapid development of Nigeria and creation of jobs. Practically, all the ministers have hit the ground running and have been raising the hopes of the people. It will appear that the President listened to genuine advice given by well-meaning Nigerians that office holders must be subjected to periodic appraisals based on realizable stripe. He should not hesitate to offload those who are found wanting. Obviously, there is heightened suffering of the citizens at this initial stage of the young administration of President Tinubu, but most of his difficult decisions are unavoidable if we are to come out of the woods and embark on a sustainable recovery process. It is reassuring that the President has committed not borrowing any more funds for national projects. The welcome policy statement is the result of the measures taken to block leakages and raise national revenues. He has publicly rejected the practice of servicing our huge loan portfolio with 90% of our revenue, profit, and receipt. There are some indications of the prospect for a brighter future. I disagree with the picture of a gloomy future which some people and members of the opposition are painting. It is also important to acknowledge that the process of national healing has started in earnest. There is a reasonable sense of equal citizenship by a cross-section of Nigerians. The healing of the wide diversion and alienation some Nigerians have suffered in a precursor to national unity which Nigerians urgently need. In view of where we are coming from, I would rather make an objective appraisal of the Tinubu administration after his first 1 year in office. He has effectively used his first 100 days in office to lay a solid foundation, set the stage, and point to the direction of what's to be expected. Such clarity of direction is what has been lacking in the past. This will help the private sector to plan their investment strategies without the fear of sudden unexpected dislocations. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the just concluded presidential elections, Peter Obi, was noticeably absent at the tribunal sitting, information observed. At about 9:34 a.m., when the chairman of the tribunal, Justice Arunat Amini, asked the introduction of petitioners and respondents, the embattled chairman of the LP, Julius Abure, noted that he was standing in for the petitioner, Peter Obi. The Vice President Kashim Shettima introduced himself as a first responder, alongside the chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje. Information report that Wednesday judgment will be delivered by the chairman of the tribunal, Justice Aruna Samini, assisted by other members of the appeal, Justice Stephen Ada, Masurat Bolaji Yusuf, Moses Ugo, and Abba Muhammad. The petitions, marked as the letter stated, were lodged before the court for candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Mr. Peter Obi, a former vice president and candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and as well as the Allied People's Movement APM respectively. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC had on March 1st announced that Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress won the presidential election held on February 25th ahead of 17 other candidates that participated in the contest. It's declared that Tinubu scored a total of 8 million votes to defeat the two major contenders, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, who came second with a total of 6.7 million votes, and Mr. Peter Obi, LP, who came third with 6 million votes. Dissatisfied with the outcome of the election, both Atiku and Obi approached the court to have it invalidated. The governor of Gombe State, Inu Yaya, has assured the National Youth Service Corps NYSC members posted to the state of their safety, saying that the state is hospitable to all Nigerians. Yaya gave the assurance on Tuesday at the closing ceremony of the orientation course for the 2023 Batch B Stream 2 Corps members at the NYSC Temporary Orientation Camp, Amada Ako Local Government Area, represented by the acting head of service, Mr. Ahmed Abdullahi. The governor said the Corps members had nothing to be afraid of as their security was guaranteed. He said that his administration was concerned about the welfare of all Corps members serving in the state, adding as such will continue to offer his support towards ensuring that they enjoy their stay while serving their fatherland. I wish to assure all of the hospitality of the people of Gombe State and reiterate our commitment to your safety, welfare and good health condition throughout your stay in the state. I urge you to step into the next phase of service here with clear focus, sound character, dynamism and commitment to the transformation of our urban and rural community. Yaya said that his administration recognizes hard work and support people-oriented initiative by the Corps members. He therefore called on them to initiate projects that would help improve on the well-being of their host communities. Speaking earlier, Mr. Dawood Jida, the state's NYC coordinator, congratulated the Corps members on the successful completion of their orientation exercise. Jida urged them to make positive change in the lives of the members of their host communities and contribute towards the progress and development of the state and the nation. He advised the Corps members to take their posting to their places of primary assignment in good faith. Because NYC is not meant for only urban areas, hence you will be posted to the nook and crannies of the state. The information reported that almost 1 million Batch B Stream 2 Corps members have been posted to various communities in the state for their primary assignments. And to the next story. The Director of Strategic Communications for the Atiku Okowa Presidential Campaign Council, Dele Momodu, has expressed his desire to expel the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, from the People's Democratic Party if given the authority. Despite his desire to sack Wike from the PDP, Momodu did not object to Wike's ministerial appointment by President Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress. Momodu said while speaking on an interview aired on Tuesday, "I don't have the power. If I had the power, I would have fired in Wike long ago," Momodu said. The former Rivers State governor asserted that he had yet to encounter a party leader who possessed the authority to suspend or expel him from the PDP. He also claimed to be working for President Tinubu and not All Progressive Congress. When questioned about his rationale for wanting to expel Wike from the party, Momodu responded, "Such an unruly person who wants to destroy our party. One individual cannot hold everybody to ransom. If we fought the military, Tinubu was part of those who fought the military in this country. And then you will now allow a citizen or a civilian dictatorship." Prior to the 2023 elections, Wike and 4 other former governors, collectively known as the G5 within the PDP, withdrew their support for the party's presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, due to disagreements over power sharing within the PDP. The Department of State Services has arrested some officials of the Nasarawa State Emergency Management Agency and their accomplices for allegedly diverting palliative meant for vulnerable citizens. The suspects were accused of selling the palliative in the modern market in Lafia, among others. A statement on Tuesday by the DSS spokesperson, Peter Afunaya, stated that the service had recovered some of the items after an investigation into the matter. Afunaya noted that similar operations are ongoing in other states of the Federation. The statements read, "The Department of the State Services has received report from some state governments relating to diversion or sale of palliative meant for the citizens. Consequently, the service undertook investigation in that regard and has recovered some of the items as well as apprehended the suspect involved. While this operation is ongoing in other states, the service has, for instance, intercepted a suspected criminal syndicate in Nasarawa state responsible for the diversion and sale of the palliative meant for the vulnerable people in the state. Among those suspects arrested are officials of Nasarawa State Emergency Management Agency and their accomplices in the market, notably Modern Market, Lafia, where the items were being resold. The suspects have, however, been handed over for appropriate disciplinary measures. And lastly, on the news this hour is a sports story. Former World 100-meter hurdles champion Toby Amushon and 400-meter hurdle Ezekiel Nathaniel have secured their spot at the next year's Olympic Games in Paris, France. Last December, World Athletics revealed that the pathway to qualify for athletics at Paris 2024, including the entry standards athletes will need to achieve between July 1, 2023 and June 30, 2024. Amushon became the first Nigerian athlete to secure a place at the Games. She achieved this feat at the Bauhaus Garden Diamond League event in Stockholm, Sweden, on July 2nd, when she clocked on an impressive 12.52 seconds in the 100-meter hurdle race at the Olympia Stadium. With our sports story, we've come to the end of today's national news. Before we go, some headlines. Compared to Buhari, Tinubu has many positives in 100 days. Chekwe's Okorie. Obi absent in court as Abure stands in. Gombe is safe, hospitable. Governor Yaya assures core members. I would have fired Wike from PDP if I had the power. Momodu. And lastly, DSS arrests Nasarawa officials, traders for diverting palliatives. And on sport, Amushon Nathaniel qualified for Paris Olympics. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rabila Lawa. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.